So we're all very excited to be here. So I'm Michelle, and I work at the Center for Asian American Media and with the San Francisco International Asian American Film Festival.
This is raw coconut oil. So at room temperature, which is why I was in there, it solidifies. What I did was infuse it, that's why it has a little bit of a green tinge, with curry leaves and ginger. I let that sit for a couple days.
Why is it that, like, if some person in India creates a new dish, it's authentic? But if we do that here and we evolve the cuisine, somehow it's, it's not authentic. It's, it's a bastardization. It's
Do we want to throw in the F word?
Yeah, it's fusion. Yeah. I'm kind of a cowboy when it comes to cooking.
Why not?
And what I love about Indian food is that it's really like, aside from a couple of the spices that I'm like, be careful with that, it's very like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
What my memories of my mom cooking is what empowers me to cook with that Korean twist. I mean, I have a special passion for it because it hits my heart. And when you cook from your heart, it really sings. Like, people can get touched by that. Like, you can taste heart, I feel.
One day, my partner and I, we were making pav bhaji, which is like an Indian street food snack. It's like a bunch of different vegetables mixed together. And I thought I had the masala mix in the cupboard, and lo and behold, I didn't. And so I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? So I grabbed one of my cookbooks, and I realized that I actually had all the spices that I needed in my house. I, followed the recipe and roasted and ground them and made the pav bhaji, and the two of us, we start eating dinner and we're like eating, and we both look at each other and we're like, oh my God, this is so good. And it was like, and obviously at that moment you're like, well, duh, of course it's way better. You just made this thing fresh.
Don't worry. I made more earlier.
What I'm going to make for you is a kimchi popcorn, and basically kimchi is a pickled fermented cabbage. It doesn't always have to be cabbage, actually. It's mostly, this is what you see is the veggie cabbage. But it's sort of like curry. It sort of has that, ooh, kimchi, like that smell, that stink that comes from the sulfuric acid that the cabbage gives off. And you're like, why are Koreans so committed to always having kimchi on breakfast, lunch, and dinner? A commitment my family even has a third refrigerator. One is for fish and one is for kimchi. And my mom always yells at me to go grab kimchi from downstairs in the basement. So it's one of the fondest memories I have of my mom making handmade kimchi. It's got amazing amount of like vitamins and minerals and antioxidants, and rumors has it that Korea never got SARS because of kimchi, I mean, it's legendary. The average Korean eats about 40 pounds of kimchi in a year, and it's 20% of the diet. It ain't no joke when you talk about kimchi. I started off actually cooking classical French, and then I sort of like realized that wasn't making me happy, even though I loved cooking. I was like, what is it? I know I love cooking, it's not making me happy. And then once I took a trip to like Korea, it like clicked, I was like enlightened. And I was like, this is what I need to be doing. This is the food I love to eat.